And good afternoon, welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View, where we just watched maybe the worst game of football ever, or as a Glasgow derby. It did end up Celtic Rangers 0, Celtic 0, and I did say before the game that this had the potential to be historically one of the worst games of football ever as a derby, due to the fact that Rangers were absolutely woeful, and Celtic, what has happened to Celtic? What has happened to Celtic? What's happened to Dyson Maeda? Fantastic, fast forward, amazingly fast player. Rio Hatate gets the ball, forward passes, picks out great passes for players. What's happened to these players? Just to name a few. I think what we all witnessed today, and what, as we enter the last just over 24 hours of the transfer window, we are watching the managed decline of Celtic again. Bringing in players. We've never spent nowhere near 40. We've not spent anything this summer. Let's not talk about what we spoke last year or the year before. We've spent something like 6 million this summer. That's all. We've gone backwards. We've lost players like Kyogo. We've lost players like Kuhn. We've lost players like Matt O'Reilly in the last 12 months. And we haven't replaced them with the same quality. It'll be interesting to see that. Well, you see the Celtic fans that are still in the stadium right now, getting held back like it's a European game, something that never used to happen before. But Celtic fans are still in fine voice inside the empty Ibrox, and the fact that Celtic had 60% possession, Rangers had 40%. Celtic had 5 shots, Rangers had 4, and there was very little on target. They're now interviewing the Rangers players who were shite. Unlucky we didn't win the game. Mate, you never had a shot on target.
Just stick together as a team and go out there and show.
This is how bad Rangers are. Unlucky we didn't win the game. They've got an Aberdonian. The irony of this, they've got an Aberdonian talking, and then they've got an ex-Aberdonian. Well, there's 2 ex-Aberdonian players, aren't they?
You never know when your opportunity's going to come, and the opportunity was today. So yeah, we'll just keep working hard every day.
He looks like he's not been slept for days. Bags under his eyes, man. This is a fantastic result for them. Sevco is real and played for a 0-0 for the second minute, yeah. Both teams did. Forrest and Scales played for the shirt, yeah, I would say that. Forrest, Scales. Oh, look at this, old Aberdeen pals. Mate, you're shite. We're a little bit disappointed. Not to win the game. And I've got to say, Mavovsky's shit. He's not worth the money. What can you bring to this team? Oh, I go down a lot. I go down easy. I just want to wait and see what Brendan Rodgers is saying. Let's get your views on the game today. Do you think Celtic will win the treble now, Baz? Yeah. Maybe. Being honest, my heart says yes. My head says fucking no chance, mate. I'll take the league this year. It's a year of managed decline. It's saddening. It's fucking shite. It's that bad I'm even drinking water now. You know, it's that bad that I've even, rather than going to get a beer, I thought, fuck, I'm just going to have some water. I'm glad you said that, Paul, because that was my thoughts. Bags under his eyes. I've been up at it all night for weeks, man. What? He got man of the match. I'll tell you one thing. Hats off to McFadden, because McFadden says after the game that I've never seen such a bad game of football. Lenny, do not give Lenny the job. No, he's at Dunfermline, isn't he? Thank goodness. Still can't believe we walked away with the point, and never mind, that's actually not a bad result. Green Leche has the comment of the day. I said that to the missus. I said, I'm going to have to watch that again just to see how bad it was. Because I've never seen a Celtic Rangers game so bad. So bad. Let's face it. It was absolutely... Katie needs fitness. He's twice the player Greg was. Yeah, we'll move on for that one, mate. Is it just me? Is Casper starting to be a bomb scare? Yes. It's not just you, Baztec. Casper Schmeichel, he's dropped. I mean, allowing Suter to be one of the best players on the pitch for them was disgraceful. I'm just listening to Chris Boyd. I mean, Chris Boyd knows that was a shit game. Chris Boyd knows there's no bragging points for today. I mean, I did a video yesterday saying, do you know, what do you win for this game? And I was right. I'm going to just start a channel where I'm Mystic Baz. Mystic Baz, and let's talk about the future. Can Celtic, Casper sell him? Can Celtic get in 3 players tomorrow? Baztec, you're correct. Sinisalo should never have been dropped from the Scottish Cup final. Yeah, he shouldn't. KT drove KT to the ground and then sold him with a long injury. Destroyed KT's body. KT and Kilmac well off it. Kilmac was getting, to be fair, the number 11 for Rangers was man marking Callum McGregor. We didn't. Brendan Rodgers, when Callum usually gets man marked, we change things about. We bring someone into midfield to help Callum. We didn't do that. This is managed decline's going to cost us. Us mugs are paying for it. Yeah. Sinisalo for number 1 keeper. A lot worse result for them. Is it a lot worse for them? Because let's face it, Celtic are top of the league today. They've managed to jump up from 7th into 6th position. They're in the top 6. Hey, that's a result for a club that's only 13 years old or something. I mean, one of the best players on the pitch for Celtic was Cameron Carter-Vickers. He got forward more than anybody. I mean, Kieran Tierney here, his pace is gone. The Kieran Tierney that we had and sold back in the day is gone. Scales threw himself all over the pitch today. I mean, Scales was actually quite good. In that sense, that's how bad. Let's be honest, right? Let's have a wee personal chat here. Let's be honest with each other. When we're saying that Scales is the best man on the pitch, we're bad. I think we can all agree that. I mean, it's when Scales is one of the best players for Celtic, you know you're having a bad day. Do you know, we can be honest with each other here. Oh. Alaba scored 2 against them, for fuck's sake, take that in. They'll drop more points. Can't see us scoring more. Without Scales, that was a loss today. Yep, Mike, you're right. You're right. That centre half for them is Dugmeat. Tarek Baz just had to apologise for my neighbour shouting like assholes at the TV. Go forward. I'm glad you said it was the TV and not your missus. Celtic are pathetic. Yeah. Who got man of the match? Was it the kitchen? It was Connor Bannon or whatever his name is for Rangers. I mean, Mavovsky going down on that tackle for Scales. That was terrible. That should have been a booking. That's a booking. I mean, he puts his leg behind him and like, oh, it's a fucking foul, man. That's a foul. Fuck off. Bad day when Scales is an outstanding player. It is. And that's the reality of the situation. We find ourselves here in the closing stages of a transfer window where we need a quality of player. And the quality of player, let's face it, that we're being spoken about isn't the Musa Dumbelis of the world, isn't the Odson Edwards, isn't the the Huns owners weren't pleased at the end. Yeah, because they know how bad they are. McGregor slating small sums up the current state of affairs. Scales defensively good today, scary on the ball going forward. Ralston looked like he was running in mud. Maeda put in a shift to where? I thought Maeda was average today. I thought it was Dyson on 80%. If you want to talk about Dyson being the Duracell bunny for Celtic, and I think that the batteries need taken out and put in a recharging point because he's running at about 80% Dyson, as is Rio Tati. Like, if that game was getting played in my back garden today, I would have shut the blinds. Shows how much Greg Taylor was really a top player on the team. I did say that during the game. I did say that. Next up, Celtic Park. Yes, it is. And when you look at the games going forward, Celtic, obviously, this was the biggest game of the month apart from the last game. We go into the next game now. There's a break. Isn't there? Is there not an international break coming up now? Celtic have reported on it. It says Celtic maintain fuck off. Celtic maintained their unbeaten run to the start of the Premiership campaign with a 0-0 draw at Ibrox. It was a match of very few chances for either side, with the Hoops delivering another clean sheet and a point taken, which puts them at the top of the table ahead of Hearts on goal difference. The match saw Mikael Ange Belwishka make his debut for Celtic from Oil Antwerp. The Benji on the right flank, Dyson Maeda through the middle. Well, the home side had a number of corners in the first 45 minutes. Celtic defence dealt with them well. Also thankful to VAR. Oh, fucking Celtic, really? Come on. Thankful for VAR that John Sutter's goal was ruled offside. I ain't reading any more of that Celtic bullshit. The next game is a Celtic Legends game. It is a weekend off. It's an international week next week. Yeah, Scales just said, look, you could say it was diving. He slows down, he tries to get his leg in a tangle. Call it as it is. He's a diving, cheating, and his Aberdeen standard. Anyway, 5 days, 23 hours, 39 minutes and 29 seconds see Celtic take on Manchester United Legends. After that, we're back on the Sunday, the 14th of September. Celtic do travel to Kilmarnock for a game that won't be an easy game. And then we're away again to Firhill in the Premier Sports Cup on the 21st of September. And then we enter the Europa on Wednesday the 24th of September. There's not a lot of Celtic matches this month after having a fantastic month this month. It is the final day of August. We obviously have the transfer window to close, and then we finish off the end back at Celtic Park. We're back at Celtic Park on the 27th of September with a game against Hibernian. When you look at the league table, if we must, as it stands, Rangers are back down to 7th position because Dundee United are winning against Dundee. Oh, this is how bad it's getting. I mean, if we had put a good couple of more points onto their tally, we could have got them away down the league. So big up Dundee United for getting Rangers back in a 7th position. So they haven't gained any space at all. League-wise, when it does come to it, it was a woeful game. Michelangelo looks even less exciting than one of the worst. Sean, the Old Firm's dead, mate, and as the excitement, we can't call it the Old Firm anymore because of the standard of football. Never mind the fact that they died in their Sevco. Take that narrative away from it. As soon as you went down to no fans for any away team, you devalued the game, and for that I think that we should all get a shovel and dig a big hole and put the terminology Old Firm well into its grave, because the Old Firm was dead. Yep, he was crap. Yeah, definitely. I think there must be free bags given out in the boardroom. Anyway, there's nothing much to say about the game. Let's be honest. No one has bragging rights. I did say that there was a high possibility that it was going to be a goal-scoring draw. How wrong was I? I did predict a draw last night. I predicted a draw this morning. And let's face it, I also said that this has the possibility of being one of the worst Celtic Rangers derbies ever to be witnessed by fans in living memory. I was right. The standard for both teams have dropped. Unbelievable. What's happened to the fast attacking one-touch football that Celtic have given us under Brendan Rodgers and Ange Postecoglou over the years? Players like Daisen Maeda, Rio Hatate, even Callum McGregor, who entertained us with fantastic football over the last 4 or 5 years, are now showing us some damp squid. Is it time, and is it right to start talking about a change of manager at Celtic? Brendan Rodgers will be given to the end of the season. When it comes to transfer news, there is nothing. The player that Celtic were linked with started on the bench today for Royal Antwerp. That's all that you need to know. Other than that, if there's any update, I will jump back on later on this evening. If I could find the willpower, let's face it, because I'm just waiting to see what Brendan Rodgers says. Go and bring on Brendan. Oh no, they're going to bring on fucking an even shit manager. Now getting the Rangers manager's thoughts. We'll get the thoughts of the managers.
Yeah, I'm disappointed we didn't win. I thought the guys were great. So
I'm disappointed we didn't win because I thought the guys were great.
everything we were questioning about on midweek.
Disappointing.
It was a difficult week.
Difficult week. Disappointing. Supporters are amazing.
Composure at times and,
Yeah, the composure.
most of it, I love the fight. I love the spirit.
I love the spirit.
I love their reaction.
I love the reaction of the fans.
So I felt like
Lackadaisical, man.
we kept a clean sheet. But
And we kept a clean sheet, man.
Do you feel this team was starting to grow in confidence as the game progressed?
Oh, fuck Rodgers will smash my screen.
staff, I felt we spent a lot of time in there.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to watch it because I'm not interested in what Brendan Rodgers says, because as far as I'm concerned, when we look at what happened today and what happened in the Champions League, I mean, I watched the other game on the other channel, the Champions League. I did a watch along, and for the couple of hundred people that watched that along, we knew what to expect in Kazakhstan. We knew what to expect at Celtic Park. The Celtic board now done nothing. They fell asleep at the wheel. They made sure that Brendan Rodgers, obviously having talks with them during the summer, and Brendan Rodgers saying, look, you need to meet my ambition for what we want to do in the Champions League. The Celtic board, we know the price bracket that we're working in. It's between 4 and 7 million. It's between 4 and 7 million. There are players out there between 4 and 7 million that have been sold this summer that we could have got in. But now's maybe not the time to talk about. If there's any updates, do you know what? We'll do a live at 7 o'clock tonight, Celtic Park time, to talk about where Celtic are going. And will Celtic ultimately get 3 players in? And then tomorrow is transfer deadline day. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. As always, will Celtic get 3 players in? More than likely. Will Celtic win the league? More than likely. Will Celtic win a treble? Not a chance. Will Celtic need a new manager at the end of the season? Yeah.